Hi, welcome to the Modern Renaissance Man Show. I'm Ben Copeland, Modern Renaissance Man, and the topic for tonight is airline peanuts, is what I've been told. Please make sure you open them before you eat them. Is that what the package says? Like that. What it reminded me of is that I had these sunshade things for the windows, windshield of my car, and it says don't operate with these in the windows. I'm like, do they really have to put that on there? Yeah, that's really sad. Speaking of cars and stuff, if you notice, you got all these auto insurance commercials that don't hear about, get this one with the lizard, or get this one with sort of the geeky woman in the white place and whatever, and buy this insurance, got the best rates. But you notice what insurance companies never say is that we'll treat the victims of your car wreck really well. So you don't hear that. So when you smash somebody's car, they're going to get justice. They never talk about that, because they're going to tattoo whoever it is that you smashed. And that's just the way it goes, because I've been on the receiving end of that, and I just, put a bunch of money into a car, and oh, no, their car's not worth that. We don't care how much you put into it, because this is what we say it's worth. Insurance companies, let's talk about how well you treat the victims of that. Here's one for you. We're airing in June. Did you know somewhere around October, November of 2009, North Carolina slipped in a secret tax on people? If you made a certain income, they basically jumped from a 7% rate to a 10% rate and didn't tell anybody. This is how secret that it was. They passed the bill, they changed the tax tables, and when you filled out the form, it still said 7% tax. When you did the math in the table, it's 10%. Intentionally, they didn't want to alarm people by saying we made a jump from 7 to 10% tax. Let's talk about the stuff that's going on here, the secrets of our new governor in North Carolina. Come on, let's be honest here. Last time I've been to a high school, I drive to take my daughter to high school, and there's some cars there that are outrageously expensive. I don't know who these kids' parents are, but I see Humvees in there, and I see Lexus cars in there, and I see Mercedes in there. I'm like, when did old ratty cars used to drive when I was going to high school, Where are these people coming up with this money? I mean, they're all nice, they're all shinier. I finally had to buy a car just so I wouldn't be embarrassed to drive take her to school. So, and mine's still a 2002 car. It's a shiny 2002 car. Got rid of all the other Modern Renaissance Man mobiles. I got tired of working on them. Too much trouble with that. Here's one for you. CMS. The city of Charlotte announced without telling CMS that they're going to hand over all these street cameras to them possibly so CMS can make some money. CMS didn't know anything they were talking about. The cameras that the city had actually put out there are supposed to generate revenue from people running red lights that was going to go to the school system, and then they decided that the money wasn't really going to the school system, so it was breaking the law, so they cut them off. And then they found out how expensive they were. So we've had all these cameras setting up, not being used for about a year and a half now, and now the city says, oh, we're just going to turn them over to CMS, and they can use them to make money. Our government. New slogan from the Democrats: pork is healthy, eat more pork. They're going to shove more at you with all these bills that they get. Recently tried to pass a bill that said they were not going to have pork in bills for at least a year. It failed miserably. I think it was like 4 to 1, 3 to 1 that the bill did not pass, because obviously the current government wants to have you eat lots of pork. How about that Tiger Woods? He's back to the Masters. By now he's probably already won the Masters. He's won what? He's won the Masters 25 times, right? Something like that. Oh, no, that's a wrong tournament. That was a different tournament. He was playing 20 to 25 times. Yeah, no, the Masters is only 4. All right, sorry about that. Anyway, Tiger's probably back on the track, probably making lots of golfing stroke stuff going on. Anyway, Democrats. One reason is that they couldn't read the big health care spending bill is they're just too busy thumbing the pages. And if you don't get that one, you need to read more of the paper. We've already talked about Pelosi the robot, and we've talked about Obama's not gateway to stars, the band Wavy Space. Should have actually already been on the show, Jerry Springer, hopefully by now. They got caught up there. So if you want to become a star, come in here and step on top of the modern Renaissance man and jump on out. And our guest man tonight, Swill, next thing you know, you're going to probably see them off making it into the Grammys here soon now because, you know, hey, they've been here and just step right on out. If it sounds like I'm getting carried away on useless stuff, that's probably true. So I think I'll go to a soapbox instead. Tonight's a fun one. I like to come up with ideas once in a while. While I complain about the government, I like to come up with ideas that actually help the government. So, see, I'm not just a critic about it. This is a good one. I call this one, I'll tell you, you'll figure it out. North Carolina has budget problems. They've been announcing that. Well, I have a plan to help the budget and to make state residents very happy. They can help too, making the budget better. I call this the 100 and 100 North Carolina State Tax Return Lottery. This program not only helps the state, but gives money back to the people who pay taxes. I named it after we have 100 counties in North Carolina, and the amount of money will be given to 1,100 people. People can win in the lottery. Imagine, 100 people in the state, 100 people in the state will receive $100,000. 100 people in 100 of the counties would all receive $100. All of this money will be distributed tax-free by our North Carolina government. North Carolina would basically give away $11 million to North Carolina residents who pay taxes. So how does this work? Here's the way it goes. Each person filing a North Carolina tax return checks a little box and pays an additional $5 if they owe some tax return money, or they reduce their refund by $5 if they're getting something back. Each person must file their returns by August 15th. No extensions, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have to get your tax return in on time. Each person must be a legal, eligible resident of the state of North Carolina and must be 18 years older. Must be a taxpayer in North Carolina. Winners will receive their money on January 1st of the following year. Well, here you go. How does this help? Now, you're getting ready to talk about spending $11 million. How does this help North Carolina, you might ask? Well, there are 7 million residents in North Carolina 18 years or older. One of them just died. Did you hear that? There's another one. Snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispies. Anyway, of the 7 million residents, you figure approximately 5 million could enter the 100 and 100 North Carolina Tax Return Lottery. So 5 million people paying $5 each is $25 million. Plus, North Carolina is getting the tax money back sooner. Some of it probably wouldn't even been sent. Plus, North Carolina has extra money to make interest over the course of the remaining year from all the $5 entries. Now let's subtract that cost, because you're still saying that North Carolina's putting out all this money. So we take the return, $11 million goes to the residents, another $5 million for North Carolina management of this lottery, and that might sound high, but let's think about it. We live in a state that continuously spends money to put a woman's picture on every elevator in the state of North Carolina. Why we do that, I don't know, but she's there. Believe me, look. That's a total of $16 million in expenses against $25 million in revenue. The state will benefit by doing this lottery by $9 million. Hey, that buys a school. And 1,100 people will benefit each year as residents of this state. Not bad for the 11, making 1,100 people smile. The 100 and 100 North Carolina Tax Return Lottery. It'll work. That's the way I feel. And with that, we got the music by the guest band tonight, Swill. Glad you're here. Thanks.
Porsche, Mercedes-Benz, Tiffany rotated. It reserved a quantity, pretty, pretty voice. Call it friends. Like it into the yard dance. Sweet summer sweat. To remind and it dance to itself. And it danced to forget. Thus I called the captain. You get me mean wine, please. And it said, we the spirit here did not have since 1900, 109. And still those voices away from far designated. Wake you up in the middle of the night. They straight here to say, welcome me to the Hotel California. Such an attractive place. Such an attractive place. And living in the pub in the Hotel California. On which for nice surprise. Your alibis, yeah. Mirror on the cover. The pink champagne are on ice, and it said, us is all straight prisoner here to our own device. And in the areas of the master, they seized for the celebration the staffed with their steely measures. They cannot kill the animal stray. To last thing which I remember was run for the door. I had to find the passage back to the place was I before. You ease, set yourselves the nightmare. To receive we program. They know extermination every time you like, but you can never go. No, no, no,
There you are. You're watching the Modern Renaissance Man Show. You just heard the music of Swill with guest band for the night, joined by some of our regular wavy space people. And basically, let's see, what we're going to get to tonight. Didn't bring another movie from the library. Actually, there was a movie, though, I did want to critique. I saw G.I. Joe. Did anybody go see G.I. Joe yet? Did you? Did you like it?
It's action-packed.
I was so disappointed in the movie. I mean, they tried to introduce to me too much humor. Then they got in this little romantic tit-to-tat thing, and I didn't finish it. I mean, I was just extremely disappointed. And I watched one the other night. What was it called? The Hitman. And that's out. That's at the library. Go to the library. Price is great unless you're late. This is pretty good. About a kid who's actually grew up trained to be hired assassins. And this really is a neat little movie. Sort of box office sleeper. I didn't know. I'd seen the guy before, and I can't even remember his name. But it's a good action movie. He's got like a tattoo of a barcode, and that's how they identify him. He doesn't have a name. His name is 47.
It's a video game.
Huh? Yeah, that's what. Yeah, it was actually it was made after the video game. I think the movie came from that. You're right. 'Cause I remember saying that. It was pretty cool. Have you seen it?
No, I played the video game.
Oh, okay. Well, let's just do this while we're at it. I'm trying to encourage Steve Green to come over here and join us. Steve, you want to just come over here? Hey, come on. Yay, Steve! We want Steve. That's it. Come on. All right.
All right, now he's asked me to go.
I'm sorry, Dan's gonna come too. All right. The band Swill. Hey, glad you're here. Glad you could join. Dan, good to see you. All right. And Dan, I just went blank on your last name.
Ross.
Dan Ross, band Swill. Saw them a while back, but yeah, it was pretty. I thought it was a pretty cool movie. You didn't see the movie?
I haven't seen it. It's
Is it a good game? Is it a good game?
it's fun to get to kill stuff.
Is it? I hadn't played one of those. I remember the old style. What was the one they? Oh, I can't remember. It's evolved, but for the last 10, 15 years. Huh? No, it was a shoot 'em up game. It always showed like it used to be a lot of Germans. You're shooting up lots of Germans. What was that?
Medal of Honor.
Yeah, maybe.
Medal of Honor.
I can't remember. This one's been around forever, and it's evolved as graphics have gotten better, and it's all computer. It's not. I don't think it's actually on any PlayStation.
Call of Duty.
Yeah, but anyway, let's talk about band stuff. Y'all were playing, and where are y'all playing? Y'all play. You said what you call a cover band.
Yes.
Okay, which means.
We do original music. It's just not our original music.
Okay. And you do it very well.
Thank you.
So, first time I heard them, Shana had a birthday party at a local venue, and we went over. I don't know if Shana remembers the party. I thought it was pretty good, but Shana was partying.
It's a little foggy, I'm sure.
Yeah. it was a packed house. It was a fun time. But that's when first time that I get to hear y'all play then. So when they said that y'all were going to be joining us, I was looking forward to hearing that, and
Looking forward to coming down here.
jam out here. I know watching, Dean's Pony Style standing up in the back as he was getting some of the tunes in there. You're watching this or sometime. We're probably the third Friday in June of 2010. We're taping this St. Patrick's Day. That's where you see a lot of green, at least on me anyway. But so they're showing this, or we're showing this sometime in June, unless you're catching the rerun, which might have possibly happened because they do rewind. So we get resubmitted. Actually, I actually had somebody who thought the show come on regularly Thursday nights at 11. And I'm like, I didn't know it was coming on then. But so do y'all have some kind of website venue thing that y'all use too? What is it?
MySpace.com/a band called Swill.
No, is it slash or backslash?
Whatever slash you prefer.
Actually, I think I've tried both and they work.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
True. That's right.
A band called Swill.
Band called Swill.
Now, what I want to know, I actually make sure I look the word up. Because I was watching some kind of old English Knights in Armor kind of movie, and they talk about some Swill and that. And I'm there thinking, I was like, okay, well, now where does the name for y'all actually originate from? Janine. So what does it have to do with?
She said it was a made-up word that she invented it.
That's not
true.
So she thinks she made the word up?
is on
Well,
the
she might have made it
website.
up. Because she can make up words and they actually happen to be a real word.
Sure. No.
Yeah, that's
we
Swill.
were just bottom shelf rock and roll,
Mm-hmm.
Mix it up in your bag.
Well, Swill is actually having to swill the drink. Is
Swap the pigs.
yeah, that too. And then you got that. But I wouldn't think about that. I was actually think something a little step up. That's what I thought about knocking the bottoms out of a beverage.
Yeah, well, we're not our
Yeah.
top shelf stuff,
Yeah. Well,
Otherwise, we would have called ourselves Elixir.
yeah. That's good. So now you know all about the band. How far do y'all travel, or is that really a limitation?
We go all the way.
Oh, to, as in?
Wherever they'll let us do it.
Last time I did that kind of stuff, I got in trouble. So, I don't go all the way anymore. I'm married.
Well, when we do go all the way, we usually stay at a halfway house.
And you say local places?
Yeah.
Some of you're one of these people we talked about last time that live in a refrigerator box. Close to it?
Close to it.
You're a musician, yeah. I know how that goes. We did all our money and we made the CD. And now we sleep in our car. Yeah.
No, I'm not proud of it, but yeah.
Hey, yeah, you ought to be proud of it. That's what it goes, you know. That's you know. I mean, you never know. You know, I mean, you got the band here went to Wavy Space, went up here and called him Jerry Springer, and all of them, they're just making fun of his show, and then the next thing up there, they're talking about midgets and dwarfs having intimate relations and stuff, weird things on that show.
They need love too.
So Swill's not a bad name when you think about it. You go up there.
We don't take it too seriously.
So y'all play a lot of Charlotte venues.
Yeah, we play a little bit out of town.
Double
not too
Door,
much.
which is where I heard you,
Right.
and I don't even know where Smokey Joe's is at.
It's
Where is
somewhere next to a Bojangles.
Okay.
Monroe Road.
Is it?
In 7th, yes.
Monroe and
Briar
Sam?
Creek.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
We've done the neighborhood theater a couple of times.
We played at Boardwalk
Places.
Billy's,
Yeah.
the Bean Towns, places like that.
Now there's more.
Not
Now y'all got some.
Novel.
There's more. There's more besides the two of y'all, right? Are you somebody missing?
Sometimes
Well,
guest plays
there's
are-
Ari and
Is that it?
Shannon.
So when I saw you had some guest people sitting in.
Gustavo.
Oh
So-
yeah. We have
Tell
we
them.
have friends and.
Now who's the? I saw a guy who
So
played
let him
saxophone at one of the nights I
That was
went.
Brady.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need to
Shane
get on. He was jamming out on a saxophone. I'd like to
I know.
get him to come down sometime too.
We used to come down to the open mic on Smokey's on Tuesday.
I need to go down there sometime. I'd like to do that.
Well, on Tuesday, Janine, Ari, and I now host the open mic there
And this is at Smokey Joe's?
every Tuesday.
What time's it start?
Late.
Whenever we
9, 10,
start
11?
to get blurry
11.
vision.
Yeah, 11.
You know,
Okay.
something like that.
Well, no, I'd say 11. I don't make it out. Usually 11 o'clock I'm chilling out on some kind of action film on the couch on Tuesdays.
G.I. Joe?
Not that one. I did like one called Wanted. That was a pretty good one with Angelina Jolie.
That was a good movie.
I thought it was pretty decent. And
The
Good
movie
flick.
or Angelina Jolie? What did you like?
the movie, of course.
You like?
So
For Angelina Jolie.
I like your tramp stamps too. Anyway, with that, we're gonna grab some tunes. So I guess y'all might want to,
Figure out what we're gonna
slide on where you're gonna be over there. Anyway, the band Swill, Steve, Dan Ross, Steve Green, the band Swill. And while they're over there trying to figure out what they're getting ready to do, y'all got it? I think y'all on live mics, you know that? Anyway, this is almost live from Charlotte, of course. As always, I want to thank the crew, the camera people. Without them, this show would not happen. Dano, my director, Dean Smart on audio. Jennifer Majors' green room is already bugged out. Hopefully clean the green room. Katie Copeland, my co-host. And, of course, the guest band tonight, Swill, mixed with the band Wavy Space, doing cover tunes, which are original songs just by somebody else. That's cool. Thank you. I'm Ben Copeland, Modern Renaissance Band. Have a great evening.